Alrighty, welcome back to another edition of Raiding the Pantry with Chris Rader. Sorry that it's been a while since I've posted. I am trying just to, I don't know, some stuff got in the way. Don't really want to talk about it, but let's get to it. Today we're going to make a butter pie crust. And for this, what I love about this pie crust is, unlike the other one that I make, is where it will make two. This will just make one. So you can kind of use it to your advantage. You're going to want 1.5 cups of flour sifted. And like always, the recipe will be at the end of the video. There's one. There's a half anyways. Okay. And then we're doing the half. Okay. And we're gonna, right. Okay. Alright. Now that's done. We no longer need it. And we're going to just take a 1/2 cup of butter, which is just one stick of butter. I keep my butter in my ice box so that way it can stay cool. And I'll cut it up into squares as well. You can either use 2 knives or pastry blender or a food processor. Either way gets the job done, so that way the butter is cut into the crust itself. I'm gonna use 2 knives for this one. And I'm gonna go get my butter real quick. I'm gonna use unsalted butter as well. It doesn't say what kind to use, but I'm gonna go with unsalted instead of salted. Alrighty, I got my 1 stick of butter. That's a 1/2 cup. I'm obviously using Oakland's unsalted. Now, as I mix this in with my 2 knives, what I'm looking for is kind of like a rough, coarse kind of mix. You want to still be able to see some of the butter mixed in. You don't want it too well blended. At least that's the way I prefer it. Alrighty, so I'm going to call that good with that. So what next we're going to do is we're going to add in our sugar. And this is optional. You don't have to add sugar. If you don't want sugar in it, you don't have to. It's just going to be 1 tablespoon of sugar. All right, there's my 1 tablespoon of sugar. I'm going to stir that in real quick. All right. Now that that's done, I need 1/4 of a cup of ice water without the ice in it, of course. It's just going to be cold water. And then 1 teaspoon of fresh squeezed lemon juice. I don't have fresh squeezed lemon juice, so I'm just going to use the stuff in the bottle, essentially. Here's my 1/4 cup of water, cold as ice. Take my lemon juice here. Just going to be 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. That's it. But I'm going to take this just 1 step further with this type of pie crust. Now, this part is 100% optional, just like with the sugar. You don't have to add it, but I feel like it gives it that extra little bit oomph. So I'm going to take a little bit of vanilla. If I can get it out. I'm going to go a little bit and a little extra. Mix that all around. And there you go. Now, what we're going to do with this is we're going to take it in 1 tablespoon at a time. Mix it in to this till it starts coming together. When you start seeing like little balls form of dough, you know you're on the right path. You can see it's already right there, right there. Dough, it's already made. Even right there. I'll tell it from you don't want to get it. There as well. I might add just a little bit more water just to kind of help it a little bit more. Yeah, I might add just a little bit more in there. You can tell it's starting to come together. May just need a little bit more. Just to keep me from over mixing it. I'm not going to add much more. Less than a full. There we go. All right, as you can see, it is coming together at this point. Start to see it come into more defined balls, which that's what you want. You want it to do that. All right, now that that's done, I'm gonna set this to the side, get my saran wrap out. Alrighty, I got my saran wrap out, as you can see. Set that down. Just gonna kind of clump this together a little. Give it more of a clump. Alrighty. As you can see, that is circulated in. I am getting better at making them. I would like to start to see the butter with the knives, which if I used a food processor, you wouldn't see the butter. It'd be all smoothly mixed in. And probably if you also use salted butter breaks apart just a little bit easier than the unsalted for some reason. I don't know why. If you know, let me know. So I'm going to put this down here in the center. I'm going to kind of meet halfway with both of those. Okay. Halfway. And then I'm just going to feel it out roughly. That's roughly about, I don't know, about 6 inches. That's what it says in the book. I'm going to fold this up, kind of taking it a little bit more. Alright. So, now that's like that, I'm going to put it in an ice box for 30 minutes. And I'll pull it out and I'll show y'all what it looks like after that. Catch y'all back then. Alright, we are back. It has been 30 whole minutes. Now, because I am going to stick this back into the ice box for, I don't know, a couple more days, or I might stick it into my freezer already in a pie pan, just to kind of get it to store a little bit better. And because next week, I don't think it will last a whole week in the ice box. That's just the nature of things, making stuff at home. When it's not properly sealed or stored, it won't last as long than from buying from a store. You buy from a store, it's got 6 different other ingredients, and you don't really know what all those ingredients mean. So I'm going to show y'all what a trick I learned, and I love to do now. It makes cleanup a lot easier. It just makes it go easier when rolling this thing out. Ready. So I got another piece of saran wrap right there on top, and then I can just start rolling stuff out. Kind of makes it easier when rolling things out. It will try to move on you as you're rolling. Starting out, the more you go, the less it will move. Now, obviously, I'm going to move it around myself, so that way I get a good, even nothing wrong with this is for the pie itself. And I use this for all the cleaners to the police. And that's okay, because adds a little extra to like I know something like gas or anything, but well, that I does use. I just get it. We're going to take a look. As you see, let's go over it. We have to look at it. You can get it. Alright, I think that should do her. A good pie crust is easy to make. Now, if you want just like a couple of pie crusts, 100% make that one that I did a video on a while back. It's a delicious pie crust all on its own, I believe. And the more you do this, the better you'll get at literally just making it. 100% recommend you guys making your own pie crust. It's the easiest thing to do. This was Raiding the Pantry with Chris Rader. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share it for me. And I'll catch y'all back next time. Come back and see me again.